Riley Gaines was being funny today. We can always count on Riley Gaines to be a fucking idiot. She goes on Hannity and, like, think about this, guys. Think about the world we have. This woman has done nothing in the world. She got 5th place in one swim meet to a trans woman who tied. There were 4 other cisgendered women who beat her in that race. She tied for 5th. So if the trans woman wasn't there, Riley is still 5th. Then she tries out for the Olympics and she gets 85th. So she ain't good enough to go Simone Biles or any of that shit. She's a loser. Now, simultaneously, at University of Kentucky, while she was there swimming, guys, her coach was raping her teammates. Her coach was. It came out about a year later, but she doesn't have a problem with raping coaches. She voted for a raping president, 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗀. She decides to make her battle about transgender shit. Okay, because why? Because it gets her on Fox News. And all of a sudden, she is somebody. She's going on Hannity. Okay, but look at where we're at, guys. We're in a shutdown. There's 1,000 victims of the Epstein shit that were being stonewalled by Republicans. A bunch of rich, racist abusers are getting off, and she's not concerned about that. There's people starving. There's homelessness. There's VCs buying houses. And what does she do? She goes on Hannity to talk about a furry running for Congress.
No, you really don't, Sean. You can't make this stuff up. A self-identified furry running for Congress. Our founding fathers are rolling over in their graves. But honestly, this is what the Democratic Party platform has become. Fringe candidates, identity cosplay, open hostility towards anyone like you and myself with traditional values, instead of serious people focused on things like inflation and education and national security. Democrats are nominating internet characters who think Congress is like Comic-Con. It says everything about the current state of their own party that this is not immediately disqualifying.
Now, dude, first off, right, judging the whole Democratic Party because of one guy, right? So one guy, Samuel Smeltzer, is like running for Congress. Now it's like the whole Democratic Party is like furries and shit. And she's like, oh my God, the founding fathers. But like, dude, who is the leader of their fucking party, bro? The leader of their party is Epstein's good buddy. He is like, I mean, if anybody is a cartoon character, it's Donald fucking Trump, who's out there doing the jerk it dance, right? Guy can't even dance. He never moves his fucking hips. He just stands there jerking it and talking about batteries and sharks dying to batteries. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she's worried about the one furry, the self-identified furry in Michigan, dude. You know what I mean? Like, really? This is your worry, right? And yeah, dude, you're right, dude. Her eyes are crazy, bro. Her eyes, right? Magnets. Dude, it's so funny, though. But she's like, yeah, the Democrats are creating these characters, right? When like, really? Dude, if we're going to talk about characters, I mean, this woman's a character, isn't she? Now, granted, this is a meme of Nancy Mace, but like, dude, this meme is like, I mean, it's not all that inaccurate, right? Nancy Mace runs around taking pictures of her next to bathrooms and like running around with her arm in a sling after a handshake or telling a constituent to fuck off, right? Hold the line, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's a fucking character. She wore the scarlet letter. Yes. There's Nancy Mace. Yeah, not a character, right? Not a character playing a fucking part, right? Dude, not a character. Or wait, dude, definitely not a character, guys. Not somebody just being a reality TV star. Not at all, right? Not at all. Wait, there's more, guys. There's Nancy Mace, dude. And what's funny about it is how Nancy's not even smart, because look at this shit. Real women have their own bathroom in Israel, she said. But then she got community noted because Israel allows trans people to use the bathrooms of their gender identity. So she's out there doing the Israel bathroom thing, and she's dumb. She doesn't even realize that she doesn't even know what she's fucking talking about, bro. Right? But not a character, right? Remember this one? Oh my God, dude. Dude, totally not a character. She's pointing the rocket launcher right in that guy's head, bro. Dude, definitely not a character, right? She's a very serious issue-oriented politician, right? Oh, it gets better. You ready, guys? Can I hear Valentina Gomez for the fucking for the serious politician? Right? There we go, dude. The very serious right-wing policy politician. Valentina Gomez. Dude. Oh, shit, bro. Remember, she's got some fucking dead body, some fake body tied up on the chair. Dude, with her, look at her, bro. God. Oh, Lord have mercy, boss. Those legs, dude, yeah.
You can't make this stuff up. A self-identified furry running for Congress. Our founding fathers are rolling over in their graves. But honestly, this is what the Democratic Party platform has become. Fringe candidates, identity cosplay, open hostility towards anyone like you and myself with traditional values.
Dude, fringe candidates. Open fringe. The Democrats have the fringe candidates, right? The fringe, open hostilities, cosplay, the cosplay. Dude, it's so funny, bro. She's so funny. Dude, she's so funny.
Instead of serious people focused on things like inflation and education and national security, Democrats are nominating internet characters who think Congress is like Comic-Con. It says everything about the current state of their own party that this is not immediately disqualifying.
I think a lot of the people that are involved in this movement are either psychopaths, sociopaths, they like it. I'm talking about like Stephen Miller, right? Right. And then you've got people that are religious addicts. And you guys, that is a real thing. Like somebody can be an alcoholic, somebody can be a drug addict. A lot of people are religious addicts.
That's absolutely true. And you know who the religious addicts are, guys? Right? The religious addicts are the people in the party like Riley. Okay? Riley is a religious addict. You know how we know? Because she ignores the fucking freaks in her own party who's also a religious addict, like burning the gay books or doing this crazy anti-immigrant shit. But using Jesus, she uses the F slur and says Jesus, right? And then Riley doesn't recognize that. The religious addicts like Kristi Noem, who talks about God while she's fucking her chief of staff, okay? And then they vote for a rapist Epstein bestie like Trump, and then their only concern is the furry guy, okay? They're not worried about school shootings. They're not worried about the homeless or helping the poor or feeding the hungry. They're worried about the furry guy or the guy that might be having the wrong kind of sex or the guy who, like, oh shit, said something critical of that racist, transphobic Charlie Kirk guy, right? Because they're junked out on religion. All they can see is furries and litter boxes and trans genitalia.